Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker Studio in Fort Collins, Colorado, and supported by the Music District, a music-centric gathering place to cultivate talents, support professional development, and encourage connections. Welcome to Live at Lunch. I'm your host today, David V., here on KRFC 88.9 FM. We are streaming live at krfcfm.org. I'm excited to introduce today's guest, Stylie.
Sunsets on another day, lost in thought as reality waits. Frustration grows hand in hand with the pain. Takes me to that place, takes me away, and we'll be sitting by the ocean, avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again. And we'll be sitting by the ocean, avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again. Providing light while I wonder why. Guides me on to where I need to go. Takes me to that place, takes me home. And we'll be sitting by the ocean, avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again. And we'll be sitting by the ocean, avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again. Avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again. And we'll be sitting by the ocean, avoiding the commotion. Even though darkness is approaching, we know the sun will always rise again.
Stylie here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. All right, how you guys doing this morning?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, too. I want to introduce the band here real quick. I'll make sure I get everybody's in there. Garrison, you're on keyboards. Matthew is on the drums. James on bass. And Garrett is the guitarist today. How'd you guys meet? Four guys from the Boulder area?
I'm in. So I met Garrison through a Craigslist ad.
Mm-hmm.
As you can imagine, reggae in Colorado is now like a huge topic. So, I saw a post and I was like, I want to do reggae too. And it's worked out. It's been, 6-7 years at this point?
Yeah, I think it was 2017. So, yeah, 5 years, almost 6.
Wow. And the band is its entity now since about 2019?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
as it is now. And I think we met Matt through Craigslist too, actually, funny enough. But he was living in the same town in Lyons that I was, so we were just down the street from each other. And we didn't even know it, but he was pretty much into reggae drums. And like you said, it's not easy to find around here, so.
Yeah, then James, we drafted him from another band, heard him play a few times. We're like, we gotta have that guy, so he's been a great addition.
Excellent. So you guys, of course, obviously reggae. How'd you get into wanting to play reggae music? Like I said, it's not real prevalent in Colorado. You know, we've got all our jam bands and bluegrass and things like that. But you know, we do have a pretty good reggae band group of artists here in Northern Colorado. But fill me in a little bit about what got you guys into it.
Sure. I mean, I think we all have our own individual way we got into reggae. You know, but Colorado is conducive to this kind of scene. I've loved it since high school. I first found this Bob Marley and the Wailers CD in my parents' CD collection, and I didn't know what it was, what it sounded like, so I went out to my brother's car, popped it in the tape deck, and like first track, Concrete Jungle, fell in love instantly. Lived in Hawaii. Reggae is huge out there. Got even more into it, and ever since I've been hooked.
You're right. I myself was in Hawaii it was December 2019 now, but I noticed reggae was real prevalent on the radio there in Hawaii.
I mean, it's all you hear on most stations. So,
How about the rest of you guys?
Similar story. Found a CD in my parents' collection, but you know, we're kind of like the internet generation, so it became a lot easier for us to discover music. So I remember, you know, buying stuff on, you know, iTunes and, you know, getting into like Peter Tosh and then a lot of roots reggae, as they call it, like the 60s, 70s. And I think reggae's kind of had like a resurgence in like the 2010s, and I started getting into like Revolution, Iration, and I was like, that'd be fun to play. And so I mean, it might have taken me 10 years, but 10 years later, you know, playing it for ourselves, so.
How about the rest of you guys? James?
For me, my family's big into water sports, and so reggae was one of the staples of our water sports audio or playlists, if you will. Back then, they were definitely, like Bub said, you know, cassette techs and CDs on the Walkman, but a lot of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, the Wailers, obviously. And then from there, I met some folks maybe almost 10 years ago now who, like these guys, had like-minded aspirations to make reggae music, and I've been doing it ever since. And I'm happy to have found a home here.
Matthew, how about you?
Yeah, believe it or not, these guys kind of introduced me to reggae. I grew up playing a lot of different genres, from classical to indie rock to heavy metal. And I moved to Colorado in 2017 and immediately hit the Craigslist just looking for musicians, looking to play in a band, and came across these guys. And it's funny, I remember the first practice, I was a little worried because I didn't know how to swing a hi-hat. And I was like, that might be a problem, but you know, you just put in hard work and you open your mind and you look at it as a challenge, and it's been great. Yeah, you fall in love with it.
Kind of funny about Matt too, because we actually didn't find him through a drumming ad. We found him because he posted a video of himself singing. I think it was a
Sublime, yeah.
Sublime, and our old
go.
bass player mentioned, "Hey, you got a great voice. Do you ever play drums?" Don't know how that worked out, but it did.
All right, so we heard Ocean when you opened up. That's not from your latest release? Is that a new tune?
No, that's from our release we did, I think 2020, an album called Flying High, and that was our, I think our first EP, debut EP. Yeah.
All right. And so you're going to play Journeyman and Twilight next for us?
Yep, those are off our album from 2021 called Blazing Around the World.
All right. Stylie here on Live at Lunch.
The life that you're living feels like a drag. There ain't no use in staying, so pack up your bag. But the home that you're given isn't a home at all. Take to the road, start the long, long haul. Journeyman is on a soul migration. Got such a long, long way to go. It's more of a feeling than a destination. Find your home on the open road. On the streets you will find everything that you need. All the love in this world out there for you and for me. Lace up and start walking. You're strolling right into town. Keep up and start talking. In kindness, life is found. Journeyman is on a soul migration. Got such a long, long way to go. It's more of a feeling than a destination. Find your home on the open road. Do you got that wanderlust in your thoughts? Are you searching for a rising vibe? Baby, when you feel like coming back home, come on back to Colorado skies. The journeyman is on a soul migration. Got such a long, long way to go. It's more of a feeling than a destination. Find your home on the open road.
Stylie here on KRFC's Live at Lunch.
Stuck, sitting in the twilight, waiting for the sun to rise. A distant glow of a promise that a time will arise. Clouds on the horizon, golden rays shatter the night. Feel the warmth of tomorrow. See a future so bright. Ooh, feel the sunshine beaming down Waves, they're crashing all around. Lost in a sea of emotion, searching for a piece of ground. Stars shining from the heavens, leading us to a better day. Storms, they're edging all around us, but love will guide us on our way. Ooh, feel the sunshine beaming down so bright. Ooh, shed the darkness. Step out into the light. Ooh, feel the sunshine beaming down so bright. Ooh, shed the darkness. Step out into the light.
Stylie here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Yeah, guys, you talked a lot about Marley and Tosh and the Wailers. When you first started getting into, like you said, picking up on reggae through your parents or whatever. I'm just curious if any of the other artists in that genre were other influences such as, I don't know, Toots and the Maytals or Gregory Isaacs or even some of the earlier stuff like the Heptones or whatever. Do you listen to that too?
I mean, yeah, I listen to reggae all day, every day. I throw in some other genres in there too, but yeah, all those artists you just mentioned, definitely big influences on me. Anything Jamaican, worldwide reggae, you know, there's great artists from every pocket of the world.
Sure
That's one
Garrison
thing I
has
like.
a vinyl for every one of those artists. He's got quite a collection.
It's true.
Which these days is worth a lot of money. So.
Yeah, I've slowed down a little on my vinyl obsession.
On the new releases, huh?
You know, but yeah, like to collect it, and I love modern reggae acts too. I think most of us do. The American reggae scene right now is going really strong.
Stick Figure, people like that.
Stick Figure's huge. Big influence on us as well. Slightly Stupid's probably one of my favorite contemporary reggae bands. What about you guys?
I'm listening to a lot of Ayaterra. I really like their drumming and their overall vibe. And actually just talking from roots to modern American reggae, I've been kind of just trying to balance it all. I've been really into Burning Spear, so it's really cool kind of getting that rootsy swung one drop, but then also looking at more modern bands, like I said, Ayaterra, Stick Figure, and just kind of seeing how the drumming style specifically for me has just kind of evolved over the years, and trying to blend it all and keep this trace of roots while still kind of pushing the envelope has been really fun. So
you guys are working on a new album now?
Yeah, we are. We haven't talked about it much, but
Do you have a
G-Money
name
could
for
probably
it yet?
fill you in.
Still, I think we decided on the name Smooth Sailing. That's kind of our theme right now, is some sort of like transportation, I guess you could say, flying high, blazing around the world, smooth sailing. Not sure if we're going to do a full album or just an EP. It's a lot of work. We all have full-time jobs, unfortunately, but we've been putting in a lot of time writing new music, and yeah, next spring's the goal.
A lot of easy vibes. I can feel it.
Yeah.
So speaking of jobs, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a software engineer, so that's helped us a lot. I think on the production side, we do all our own recording and mixing and all in-house. We have like our own studio.
Dub Farm Records?
Yeah, Dub Farm Records. So, I'm not going to say it's as good as, some of the top labels, but we try, so.
Oh, I'm sure it allows you the time to record at your leisure without having to
definitely.
empty out your pocketbooks.
Yep.
Do you tape, do you work with a lot of other bands, or are you just doing yourselves?
Yeah, so our last album, Blazing Around the World, we did collaborate with like as many Colorado artists as we could. We had 3 songs featuring Fort Collins band Luna Shade, Amanda Julian from Denver, and Green Buddha from Boulder, Denver area. So that was kind of our collaborations on that album. And then this next EP, we're trying to go even bigger for some of the national acts. So I don't know if we want to do any spoilers on here or not, but we're definitely talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, we probably should save it until we sign the contract.
Always
Yeah,
smart.
I don't want to jinx yourselves. Huh?
But
I can understand
think,
that.
the future, we want to get as many artists to, go in on recordings with us as we can, because it's also really fun when you play a show together. Then you get them up on stage, and it creates a real family vibe. So that's already like my favorite thing about the collaborations we did in the last album, is just bringing friends up and getting it all together.
Now, right now, there's no scheduled gigs, but there's a possibility of one coming up here sometime soon?
Yeah, we could probably talk about it. It's so New Year's Eve at Cervantes in Denver.
Oh, that should be
They're
great.
doing 2 nights with the band Fortunate Youth is the headliner, and we're gonna jump in on the Friday night, the 30th, in that show. So should be a great local New Year's Eve get down.
Be a great time to catch you guys. Well, I see Journeyman is on Blazing Around the World. Is Twilight one of your newer tunes, or the one you just finished
That's
with?
also on that album.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Guess I missed that one. So coming up is the title song, Blazing Around the World. Why don't you fill us in a little bit before you start? How do you write songs all together? Does somebody come in with one idea? Is it a community effort?
Some songs I've written entirely myself. Some Garrison has, and then sometimes we bring it Matt and James in to play their respective instruments. But having our own studio really does give us the luxury of like just coming up with ideas, getting it tracked. Otherwise you'd be spending thousands of dollars wasting studio time per se. So yeah, it really is this upcoming album, we're trying to make it more everyone in the band playing their part.
So you create a backing track on a lot of them, and then you guys play over the top of that, obviously, in studio, and do the dubs and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's hear Blazing Around the World from Stylie here on Live at Lunch.
Look up in the sky, see the satellite peeking through the darkness of a peaceful light. Constellations burning bright, feature flame, shine your light. Yeah, we're grooving to the new rhythm. All around the world there are tracks written. Power in the music to free your mind. In reggae music, some love you'll find. Sowing seeds of positivity, positive vibrations to set us free. So much hatred and tyranny. Come on, rise up, join the symphony. Yeah, blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Freeze your flame for mindfulness. Could you find righteousness? Carry the message across the world. Open your heart, let your sail unfurl. Yeah, we're sitting here in outer space, so far from the world with its rat race. Caught up in the battle between dark and light. Spread your love to win that fight. Turn up the cosmic sound system, playing tracks full of ancient wisdom. When the music hits, let the healing begin. Look inside, find the power within. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Yeah, we're grooving. Power in the music to free your mind. Sowing seeds of positivity. Positive vibrations can set us free. Blazing around the world. Oh yes, now we're blazing around the world. Blazing around the world. Blazing around the world.
Stylie here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Yeah, you guys, you should probably let us know what the best place for people to get information about you guys is. Where upcoming shows, swag, your music.
Yes, stylievibes.com. And then also we're on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, you know it. So
Yeah, and it's Stylie, STYLIE, vibes.com.
There you go. Yeah. Well, Garrett told us what he does in the real world, and what else do you do as far as working?
I work a lot. I'm a property manager of a flower farm / wedding venue in Lyons.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Do you guys ever get to play for weddings and things like that?
You know, We played a pretty awesome wedding after party a few years back. But Stylie is on the vendor list, so if you wanted us for the wedding, we could totally do it.
And the best place to go is the StylieVibes.com. Sure. All right.
We're pretty
Excellent.
loud, so hopefully that fits your vibe.
All right. Well, how about you, James? Do you have work outside of?
Oh, I wish I didn't, but I got to pay those bills.
Absolutely.
Until music can. Yeah, I'm a manager of food programs at Community Table, which is one of Jefferson County's food pantries.
Oh.
We serve clients from all over the state with food and human resources. And it's me and another guy that manage 1.3 million to 1.5 million pounds of food each year. So,
Yikes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of my time.
Well, let's give them a shout out. If people would like to donate to that or be a part of that, what's the best place to go?
We need any and all food. You can just drop it off. We've got an Amazon wish list you can find and send food to us through the mail. But yeah, if you're with an organization, you want to run a food drive, give me a call.
And best place to call?
Work number 720-573-6300.
There you go.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah, I'm a data specialist, and I work in the outdoor industry, so pretty fitting for Colorado. We sell camping gear, and yeah, I do a lot of backpacking and snowboarding and all that kind of stuff on my spare time. So pretty happy there.
True Colorado dude.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy nature and working in high tech? It seems to be Boulder County these days.
We're very cliche.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, as it pays the bills, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to get back into it here just a little bit. Going to play Space and Time and Flying High for us. Why don't you give us a little backstory on Space and Time?
Sure.
Oh, man. I mean, quite frankly, I think our style is like, I'm super into just like instrumentals and coming up with like crazy sounds, synths, like dubbing. So a lot of these songs just came from like, I was just tinkering around on the keyboard, came up with a melody, and then, I think that term space and time, I mean, I didn't coin that. Like, it's probably been used a ton of places, kind of just resonated with me, so we picked that up for the theme for the lyrics and just built the song around the instrumental and that theme around, it's about, seeing your lover in the crowd and, like, seizing that moment, so...
Do you guys do a lot of dub when you're playing live? Do you stretch out the songs? I mean, some of your songs are like 3.5 minutes, but others so far have been around 6 or 7. And just curious if, when you do perform live, if you do a little bit more of that.
Yeah, if we have time in our set, we love to do that. In reggae, it's a big thing in the tradition of dub music to bring it down to just drum and bass.
Yeah.
The rhythm section, they call it, and just let that ride. And
Rhythm.
then typically, in dub, someone would be controlling every track and adding effects and stuff like that. So we've actually tried to recreate that live a number of times. Yeah. At one point, Garrett even had a little mixer up on stage with us, and he could actually live dub us on the fly, which was pretty fun.
But
fun, but a lot of work, so...
You got your hands full with 3 keys and a computer there, too, so I'm sure it sounds great live, as it is today. Speaking of that, we'll get back into it with Space and Time and Flying High.
Let's do it.
Stylie.
From the hills you began to rise. Your energy had me mesmerized. I saw you good, you were shining so bright. Come into the darkness, baby, show me the light. Yes, I was lost until you came to me, counting my entire galaxy. Space and time, freeze and ride, giving me that feeling. You and I, happy vibes. Girl, you got me reeling. Space and time, freeze and ride. Come on, girl, just give me a sign. You and I, happy vibes. Boy, yo. What is this reality? I'm possessed like I'm in a dream. I saw you global, you were shining so bright. Call me to the darkness, baby, show me the light. Yes, I was lost till you came to me, aligning my entire galaxy. Space and time, reason right, giving me the feeling. You and I be vibes. Girl, you got me reeling. Space and time, reason right. Come on, girl, just give me a sign. You and I be vibes. Boy, yo, it's the breakdown. Right, giving me the feeling. You and I be vibes. Oh girl, you got me reeling. Space and time, reason right. Come on girl, just give me a sign. You and I be vibes. Oh yo. Airport when I got him, the driver, he had a fat spin. Turned around and asked me if I wanna hit. Heard there's gonna be some turbulence, so I took a bump of things, took a turn for the worse. When I got to security, my bags got searched. Oh, must miss my flight, had to run to the gate. I must have looked savage running through the air, cause I was flying high. Smoked a fat split, almost missed my flight, and I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI. As I was flying high, smoked a fat split, almost missed my flight. As I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI. Took a trip for the holiday, ate an edible at the dispensary. It started to hit me when I boarded on the flight. My vision turned black and white. I must have passed out cause I don't remember. They say I was detained by a crew member, yes. Yeah, I was freaking out, yelling that the plane's going down, cause I was flying high. Smoked a fat split, almost missed my flight, and I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI. Yes, I was flying high. Took the pop brownie and I lost my mind. Yes, I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI. Let's do a little drum and bass. spliff, almost lost my mind, and I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI, and I was flying high. Straight up pop brownie, almost lost my mind, and I was flying high, hoping that they don't call the FBI.
Stylie here on KRFC 88.9 FM's Live at Lunch. Be sure to go to our KRFC RadioVision YouTube channel. You can always subscribe very easily. That will give you a notification each week when we have a band coming up, and you'll know who you can tune into and see your favorite past recordings as well as present. All right, feeling good, guys?
Oh yeah,
Loosening up a little bit.
I think we're heating up.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Is Flying High one of the newer ones? I didn't see that, or is that from the first EP?
Yeah, that's the title track of our first EP. So we recorded that basically like winter of 2020, and it came out in March that same year. So it's 6 songs on that one.
Was 2020 a difficult year for you guys?
I quit the band in 2020.
But he's back.
That was difficult for the rest of you guys.
Met at a quarter life crisis. Yeah, I mean, I think for any band it was tough. It was like sad to not be able to play live, but you know, we took advantage of the opportunity to create an album and hold ourselves up in our basement, and Tub Farm Records.
You know, one cool thing about our band during COVID was we all lived together. So, well, minus James, but we went like a whole year and a half with no bass player because we didn't play any live shows. So being roommates, Garrett, Matthew, and myself, we could pretty much get together, practice, throw song ideas around, work on that EP, and our last album as well, just from our own home. We didn't have to social distance from each other, and we all worked, from home or on the property. So,
did you do any videos for fans or anything other than hunkering down in the studio?
Yeah, we did a few cool things. We started doing, we had these ideas called dub harvests, which were like weekly videos we made. And they're all up on our YouTube channel now. And we would do like a dub song paired with a video for like a 2-minute kind of one-off idea we had. Yeah. And some of the videos are just like weird, whatever we thought of that day. I think we had the cat involved in one, and he comes down from outer space. Some were just, more serious. So those were fun way to like sharpen our skills and do videography and audio and all that.
Do you do a lot of your own videos?
Mm-hmm.
Matt does. Yeah, he's like the in-house photographer, videographer.
We got more coming.
That works out well. Yeah. When's the next one coming?
You're just gonna have to stay tuned.
All right.
Can't hold myself.
So go to Stylie's YouTube channel.
Yes. Please.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, how about just chilling? You gonna do that next?
Oh, geez, are you ready?
Yeah, we are just chilling. Let's do it.
All right, Stylie.
Just chill, vibing to the beats and the rhythm. I puff a senti and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day. Just chill, vibing to the beats and the rhythm. I puff a senti and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day. Big two chillin' on a Sunday afternoon. G-Money, Blazer reps the Roots Reggae crew. Lunch roll out, you know just how we do. Cumulus cloud blowing, smoking guru. We're the reggae with the mother Roots rockers. Blowing up your town sound system hurt locker. Top top shelf, bright blue label Johnny Walker. Stylie's coming through, throw up the shocker, just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day. Just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day.
Way out west, yeah, we be chillin', no contest. We're higher than the rest, we ain't got no time for stress. At the end of the day, see those colors in the sky. Yo, let's chill, rolling up till we feelin' my high. Rocky Mountain groovy, fire up a doobie. Backbones that fail, then we hittin' the jacuzzi. Colorado roots grow, see the buffalo roll. Smell the ganja growing when the cool winds blow.
Just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day. Just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day.
Dub Farm Records.
When the whole world is going
Everything's
crazy
burning, but the world keeps turning.
and my vision is getting
So you know I'm gonna blaze till the end of my day.
when the whole world is going
You gotta free up your
crazy
mind, don't get lost in the
and my
time.
vision is getting hazy.
Don't stress,
Just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing.
come on now.
I wanna rock it every day. Just chill. Vibe it to the beats and the rhythm. A puff of sensei and I get that feeling. It's so appealing. I wanna rock it every day. Yeah.
Yo, big up Fort Collins community for joining us on this one.
Just chilling by Stylie here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. Even the guys in the booth are dancing. They can't hide it. So, what are some cool places you guys have played that you have you done any festivals with other bands, or have you played a special place that you guys just enjoy playing on a regular basis?
I mean, Cervantes is our go-to place. They really, are professional, and they entertain reggae artists, which is a big thing. Not a ton of venues doing that. We just played a show down at Tico Time down in New Mexico. It's a cool venue. They're trying to...
What city is that?
Aztec, New Mexico.
Oh.
So it's right outside of Durango. They're trying to build that venue from scratch, so that's neat to see. But yeah, Cervantes is my vote for Denver.
For sure. And then being, based out of Lyons, Boulder area, we play the Fox, which is a great venue on the hill there. We just played a show with our friends Polyculture, who's a local reggae band from Boulder. That was a great show. So, but yeah,
You guys
we're trying
playing
to...
Lions much?
We play about once a year, twice a year in Lyons, kind of like a hometown throwdown sort of thing.
What venue do you usually play there then?
We usually play the Main Stage Brewing, which is right on the intersection there, downtown. We played Oscar Blues, the original one, Pizza Bar, and sometimes we just throw a house party. So we got a big house on the farm.
Nothing wrong
where
with
there's
that.
no
You guys
neighbors
are
to
on a
bug.
farm too.
Yeah, well, these guys just moved out, but for 4 years we were roommates on the farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you could play as loud as you want, and nothing but the deer and
That's
elk.
a funny story. The sheriff came to our last practice down in Niwot, but he was like, "You guys keep rolling." So,
He was enjoying it just as much as you were, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice. Again, that's Boulder County for you. There you go, huh? All right, so you guys, again, what is the best place, that website? Was it StylieVibes.com?
Yeah, StylieVibes.com, STYLIE vibes.com. We got links to all our socials on there. We've got every album, every single, pictures. We've got merch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole Stylie shop. You can get T-shirts, posters. We're always putting out new merch.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have anything on vinyl, or is it all digital or CD?
we haven't made the jump to vinyl yet. There's minimums. It's expensive. I know some people have found workarounds for that, but
You wait a long time for them, too.
yeah. And if anyone knows, get in touch because we'd love to. We get people asking for it all the time.
Sure, that's the way it is now. And then soon we'll be collecting CDs again. So they're all right. So we've got about 9 minutes left. So I'm sure we've got time for at least one good one.
Totally.
And I see Up in Smoke. And what's the story behind this one?
Man, there's so much bad energy in the world today, so this song's about just like kicking back, relaxing, no worries, I guess. I don't know, this might have been the second song we wrote as a band. So.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie.
all right.
You guys want to hear it?
You bet.
All right.
is pain. Was everybody getting up so blue? When it's just a matter of your attitude. Because I tried meditation, the doctor's medication, but it only gets me down. I need some good vibrations, but I can't get there with patience. I think I'll leave this town, so I roll it up, burn it down, take a hit, pass around. Have our troubles going up in smoke. Roll it up, burn it down, take a hit, pass around. Have our troubles going up in smoke. Every morning when I wake up, first thing that I see, bad on the news. I turn off the TV and I can't read another word in these magazines. The same old problems in the world, it seems it's like you can choose. We're not the who always provides a way to kick those blues. And everybody needs a way to stay chill, so I'd rather pop my herb than be taking a pill. So I roll it up, burn it down, take a hit, around. Have our troubles going up in smoke. Roll it up, burn it down, take a hit, pass around. Have our troubles going up in smoke. Down, take a hit, pass around. Half our troubles going up in smoke. Roll it up, burn it down, take a hit, pass around. Half our troubles going up in smoke.
There's a proper ending from Stylie, who's been our pleasure to have you guys today. Thanks for coming in to KRFC's Live at Lunch. I'd like to also thank our special KRFC RadioVision team that makes Live at Lunch happen. Without him, we couldn't have done it. Chris, Eric, and Jeremy on the video, thank you guys. You always do a fantastic job. And Andy, Colton, and Cameron today on the audio, and you guys also do such a fantastic job. Thank you very much for helping us out today. You guys, that was nice having you. And is there something that we didn't touch base on today that you'd like to add?
Not really, but yeah, we want to say thanks. Thanks for having us. It's been awesome. Speak for the whole band here.
Yeah, this was really fun. We've never done something like this before, and great experience. Thank you so much.
Well, that's what Live at Lunch is all about, sharing with our audience new Colorado and old Colorado talent and all in between. And we appreciate you guys driving up today. Well, we actually have just a couple of minutes left. I'd literally have about 2 minutes left. Would you like to lead us out with one?
Yeah, sure. All right. You guys want to jam something? Roots.
Little Stylie leading us out today on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.